2 years ago, Minebea Intec discontinued the YDP-20 printer in favor of the YDP-21. The YDP-20 was designed as a laboratory printer and not particularly well suited for our industrial environments. The YDP-21 is far more rugged, faster, lower initial and operating costs than the YDP-20. It does not, however, have a built-in time clock like the earlier YDP-20. Fortunately, every Minebea Intec scale and indicator has the ability to send time and date information. The function is standard on most products and available as an option on all others. Today we will discuss the time-date setting procedure on the Midrix indicator. If the US time-date format is required, it will be necessary to make menu changes from the factory default. Let's first take a look at the changes that will occur once we select the US mode in the Midrix menu. First of all, the date format changes to a month, day, year instead of day, month, year, which is the default and the European typical format, as well as military documentation uses something similar. The time format changes to a 12-hour clock with AM and PM designations. We need to remember that setting the time in the Midrix menu needs to be done in a 24-hour format, even when we have selected the US mode. We'll do a demonstration on this shortly. Date and time must be generated from the scale or other connected device like a laptop or PC. As mentioned previously, the YDP-21 does not have its own onboard clock. Several Minebea models are automatically equipped with the clock chip. The Midrix 1 and 2 indicators, when purchased as separate items, that is, not connected to a scale base, will automatically include the RS-232 with the clock chip. The Signum 2 and 3 plus Combix 2 and 3 also have a battery backed up clock chip as standard equipment. For the Signum 1 and Combix 1, the time board is optional and can be ordered as a separate component. Similarly, with the Midrix 1 and 2, when it is purchased as a complete scale, meaning that the indicator is connected to the base at the factory, the clock chip is not standard, but again can be included as an optional board which can be easily installed after the fact. Now let's take a look at the actual setup of the clock board and two printouts showing the default printout and the modified printout for the US Canadian version. Now we begin first by pressing the print key before entering the menu, and we can see that the Euro format is standard, day, month, year, followed by a 24-hour clock. Now we enter the menu mode, and we're going to scroll until we see the word English on the display. That's after the language prompt, and then scroll one more step to US mode, touching Tear to lock in that selection. Now we're going to scroll back to the setup mode, and then use the Tear key to the WP selection. Use the function key to scroll until we see the word time on the display. Press the Tear. You're now prompted to key in a 24-hour time. So in this case, we're going to key in 1400 to represent 2 p.m. The minutes and seconds are then separated by decimal points, and when complete, touch Tear. Now we scroll once again to the date prompt. Press the Tear, and we'll key in the month, day, and year in the typical US format. So that would be 01 for January, the 23rd, and then key in 19 for the date. It is not necessary to key in 2019. Touch the Tear, and then hold the Tear to exit to the weighing mode. Once the scale is stabilized, press the print key one more time, and the printer in the lower corner shows the time in the US Canadian format, which would be month, day, year, with 2 p.m. as our time of day. This concludes this demonstration of the time date setting and the operation with the YDP-21 printer.